Hi everyone, my name is Aman Jaiswal and I'm going for MBA this year. In this video, I'm going to be sharing the colleges which I converted, the colleges I interviewed at, the entire process before I went for interview, how I got the offer from these colleges, and a little bit about my background. Okay, so let's start with my background. So I have done an engineering in computer and communication engineering, and after graduating, I joined a company, MNC, as a software engineer. So over there, I worked for approximately 3 years. The projects I worked in mostly involved overseas clients, and the software which I was developing was basically software as a service, where I used to work in collaboration with the product manager, the developers, the testers in my team, as well as the same set of people from the client's team. So my exposure has been on various levels, uh, and this exposure is not just limited to the Indian teams, but also European and American clients. So that has been my experience. And so in between my job, as I interacted with various people at various level, what I realize is that my job is too niche and it is a pretty good job. And so what I learned is that my job is in the implementation part of the product cycle. Whereas what I wanted was that since now I've gained some experience, if I can broaden this, the level of impact which I can create will increase. So, and eventually I would like to move towards the management side. And so I decided to write the CAT exam as well as other MBA exams within India. And for a brief moment, I did think I'll give GMAT, but I did end up giving the Indian exams. Okay, so that's about my background. And I did tell you why I want to do an MBA. So actually, I started preparing for MBA after my first year at my job was finished. Uh, and so since I was giving CAT, what I needed to do was uh, after my job was finished, so my day would start at 11 a.m. and it would end at approximately 7 to 9 p.m. So it would be like between that. And so I created a system where I would wake up at 10 a.m., start my job at 11, and then after my work was done, I would go and exercise, come back, and usually around 10, 11 p.m. at night, I would start studying. So I had to incorporate that uh, apart from my workday. So obviously I was short on time, and so that's why it took me some time to build the foundations which I needed to sit in the exam. But once I gave the exams, and I did not just give CAT, I gave CAT, I gave SNAP, I gave MyCAT, I gave ZAT, and I did fairly well on all of them. So I gave around 10 interviews, and the uh, and I converted almost all of them. I got waitlisted in two of the colleges, and I converted eight out of them. And of the two that I was waitlisted, I did not fill the expression of interest, so I just let it be because they were private colleges. And through midway, so once I got the interview calls from these 10 colleges, which was somewhere around March, from March to April, and so once I got these interview calls, I actually realized that I do not wish to go to private colleges. I did end up getting conversion from the good ones, and I was considering it. However, once I decided that I'm not going to go to the private colleges, for me it was pretty clear that either I'll go to an IIM or an IIT. So it was a kind of a risk because half of these colleges which I interviewed at were private colleges, and so I just let go of them. I did not book the seat once the offer was made, but I was at peace. And so at the end, I booked a seat at IIM Jammu. It was one of the IIMs which I converted, and I was ready to go to IIM Jammu. And then somewhere, I believe, like on the day that I was about to transfer the money for IIM Jammu's, final seat booking. I did pay an expression of interest. I did pay a seat booking fee, but when I was going to transfer the term one fee, uh, I did not, because on that day itself I got the conversion of IIT Kanpur. So IIT Kanpur is on the higher end of my priority list. However, I did evaluate my options once I did have that offer. So, okay, during the waiting period, what I essentially did was uh, make a list of pros and cons of both the colleges, and I understood my background pretty well. I understood where I want to go, the direction I want to take my career in. The other factors which I took into account were placements, the batch size, how old the program is, and the brand value of the college. So, after taking all of these things in consideration, along with the trajectory of career and the kind of roles that I'm going to get at after the MBA, what I realized was that IIT Kanpur is a natural fit for me. So, yeah, so I'm going to be going to IIT Kanpur, and so my college starts next month. And yes, so that's pretty much about the college which I'm going to. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to post. And thank you so much for watching. Do let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.